What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the new expertise system that they are going to be putting in place. It's going to be tested in the PTR, and I kind of want to give you guys some updates because I know some of you are a little apprehensive when it comes to the system, so I wanted to give you some updates as to how it works, my thoughts on it, kind of go from there. I'm not going to read the entire dev blog update here. I'm just going to kind of give you some of the highlights of the system, some of the stuff that I think actually is going to make the game a little more enjoyable, the end game a little longer, keep people around doing different things. So to kind of summarize what's going to happen here, if you haven't seen from the thumbnail, they are going to be adding your current watermark for all of your weapons and stuff as an actual display next to the equipped item. So if you have a hat equipped or a helmet, it's going to tell you, hey, your watermark is 534 for your hats. Now, that's going to be a great UI fix. We're not going to have to guess. Nobody's going to have to keep anything in their inventory going forward just so they know what their watermark is. It's going to be great. And they're going to give you your average watermark too right above your gear score, which is pretty cool. Now, something that they are changing and testing in the PTR. I'm assuming this system is going to stay. I don't think this is going to be something they test in the PTR and then just scrap. I think this system is going to, like I said, allow for a longer endgame and a little more fun, diverse endgame. What they're doing, and some of you probably won't enjoy this, I like it, and my watermark's really low. They are making it so that if you buy a 560, let's say 560 Great Axe on the market, right? Right now, if you equip that 560 Great Axe, your Great Axe is the 560 that you bought. It's the exact perks, everything like that. What's going to happen with the new system put in place is that if your watermark only 510 for that Great Axe, that 560 Great Axe is going to turn into a 510 Great Axe. It's only going to reflect its damage and abilities based on your watermark level. So what it's going to do is force people to actually get that watermark up to become stronger and stronger. And I kind of like that. Honestly, that's where a lot of directions that a lot of the MMOs go is you have to play a while to become stronger. And anybody who's played an RPG, you're used to this. Now, is it going to suck that you can't just go to the market, buy a 597 gear score Void Gauntlet and go use it at 597? Heck yeah, it is. But I think it's going to make it to where there's going to be more people playing because they have to actually grind their gear score. They can't just jump into Outpost Rush and just be the strongest they want to be because they had the money to buy stuff. And it's gonna help out that progress. And I think one side effect that I don't know if anybody else has talked about in their videos is it's gonna make it so that like you can craft items for your build with lesser materials, knowing that your watermark is lower. So like if you have a 510 watermark on your heavy chest plate, and you're going to craft a heavy chest plate for yourself because you want X amount of certain perks and certain attributes, you can do that with a 510 rather than having to spend your runic leather, your phoenix weave to try to roll a 600 gear score piece that you're not going to be able to use until that watermark's up. You can just say, hey, screw it. I want to just run orichalcum. I want to run, I don't know, like fucking layered leather or something weak that's going to get you down to like that 510 area, and you don't have to spend all this money to roll for that item. I think that's going to help some of our crafters keep resources a little lower rather than doing that. Now, with this being said, I think how they want the system to work is if you do craft that 600 or you buy that 600 gear score item or close to it, as your watermark goes up, it's going to make that item stronger. So that's going to be a good thing. And I'm assuming that's how it's going to work going up, which is cool. Now, something that's really awesome is they're making it so that there's different ways to find gypsum. So people who aren't really familiar with the system, Gypsum is a new thing that they're testing. It's in the PTR along with this new expertise system, which basically the watermark system is being renamed to the expertise system. Gypsum is going to be a way for you to craft casts of certain items to up your watermark. So they're making it so there's 7 different ways to get certain gypsum. You have obsidian gypsum, which is from defeating level 60 plus open world named bosses, typically found in elite landmarks. You have sapphire gypsum, which is defeating the final boss of Lazarus and the Garden of Genesis. Ruby gypsum, found in outpost rush caches. Emerald gypsum, found in trade skill aptitude rewards containers, which is that new kind of prestige system they're going to have for the trade skills. If you guys haven't really seen any of the PTR information that came out, I do have a video. Just go one video back at my YouTube. I go through kind of what they're looking at adding to the PTR as of right now, as if they released that specific dev post. So you're able to do that. There's going to be Citron gypsum, which is going to be found in arena caches, amethyst gypsum, which is found in breach caches, and then topaz gypsum, which will be found on hostile creatures level 55 plus, but only after consuming a special potion that it can be crafted at a tier 5 camp. So I'm not going to go into depth too much around that. There's different timers for certain things when it comes to the gypsum. I believe you can only make 1 orb every 23 hours. 23 hours it looks like. Yeah, every 23 hours you can only make 1 of a specific gypsum orb, which will reduce it'll enhance the amount of time end game will be. We can't just like go farm a whole crap ton of gypsum, do casts for the weapon you use, and then be done. You're gonna have to take your time doing that. So what they're gonna do is introduce kiln crafting stations in end game zones that allow you to craft those gypsum orbs and the casts. So they're going to have their own benches for that in the end game zones. So if you guys don't travel up there very often, make sure you put your inn up there. It's incredibly expensive right now, Azoth-wise, to go up to those end game zones. So might be a good thing to do there. They also, some of the improvements that they're doing too, there will be guaranteed expertise bumps from expedition bosses over obviously your level 60 cap. So that'd be the Garden of Genesis and Lazarus. And they also are fixing the chests inside those dungeons too, to allow for expertise bumps to happen there. Also making a guaranteed drop of sapphire gypsum from each of those expedition bosses. I don't know if it's going to apply to the lower level bosses in those dungeons. I would assume not. I would assume they have to be over a level 60. So that's going to be really cool. They are going to be adding also specific craft items that will give you a attribute bonus and a craft mod at the same time. And those are going to be like new end game item. They're called item shards. Which are going to be guaranteed drops from expedition bosses and have a chance to drop from elite chests and elite landmarks. So I think those are going to be freaking sweet. One side note of kind of what they're doing too is they're going to be rebalancing some of those changes they did in the November update to make the mobs harder. They're trying to go in between how easy it was before and how hard it is now, to readjust some of like the overtuned HP that they gave and stuff like that, which I had talked about briefly on stream the other day. Somebody was complaining about how the health is just insane on these guys up there right now, and I agree, it is really high, but they're trying to balance it out. I mean, this game is still super young. Like, they're going to make mistakes and they're going to balance them out, and I'm not worried about it. We're just going to be patient. We're going to vibe. We're just going to chill and play the game and just let them do what they want to do. Along with that, they're also up to the level there's going to be level 66 content in Malevolence now, and also, which is in Eden Grove. And then there's also going to be level 66 content in Ebonscale Reach. In Malevolence, they added 6 more elite chests that can all give you expertise bumps. And they also added 8 in the 66 zone of Ebonscale Reach. So I'm assuming your map genie will be updated on that, and things like that. And now there will be an end game open world area in each of the end game territories, which is Ebonscale Reach, Shattered Mountain, Eden Grove, and Reekwater. So all of those will have a level 66 because Reekwater already has the pirate area. And Shattered Mountain obviously has Murkguard. So it's awesome. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm super happy about it. Now, like I said, all these changes are going to be in the PTR. So they're going to get tested out if you guys want to. PTR just opened up today, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. I'll probably be checking it out tomorrow. We got some trophy mat stuff that we're doing today. So make sure you guys go and hop on over to Twitch. Weird Redbeard over on Twitch, and I'll be streaming over there. Look forward to see everybody. Make sure you guys like, comment that video. I'd appreciate it tremendously. And let me know your thoughts. Throw it down in the comments section. I want to know kind of what your thoughts are on what's going to happen, these changes. I'm really excited for them. I think they're doing a great thing, and I think it's going to be probably one of the biggest positive changes to the game, because really all of our grinders, especially on our server, almost everybody's 60, and they're grinding their gear score. They're just opening chests. It's just kind of, it gets boring just opening chests all the time. You know what I mean? So they're adding new stuff, and I think it's going to be fun, along with the winter event and stuff like that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, hop on over on Twitch, Weird Redbeard. I stream almost every single day at some point, usually midday, while the kiddo's napping. So I'd appreciate seeing everybody over there. And like I said, let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.